According to the FDA, 80% of Americans consume some form of caffeine every day. Caffeine is consumed in many different forms, ranging from coffee to candy bars. There are several clinical research studies about the use of caffeine and its effects on the human body. It has become apparent that the daily use of caffeine is a necessity for most people in this country, without any regard to the long-term health effects it may cause. There are many positive and negatives to consuming caffeine, but there are also many substitutions. The first thing I'm going to talk about are the positives of caffeine. Even though there aren't many, there are some. Now, the biggest thing that people drink caffeine for is to become more energized if they're tired, and that's something it's known for. And this is because of a neurotransmitter that is released when people drink caffeine. This is called dopamine. And what dopamine does is it improves a person's mood, and it also makes them awake and alert. The next thing are the negatives, which there are way more negatives than positives. The first thing is that it's very addictive. People don't really necessarily know this, but in an article by January Payne, she tells us how people can have extreme side effects when they don't consume caffeine every day. A few of the side effects she named were headache, fatigue, and loss of concentration. I have even experienced a headache or being tired if I don't have a soda or a coffee during the day. And in the Washington Times, it states that adults consume over 300 milligrams of caffeine each day, which is way more than it should be. And with that being said, it also stated that energy drink sales rose 31.6% in the years 2010 to 2011. Since caffeine is such a big part of our society, kids have caught on to this trend. And kids drink it in coffee or in soda and energy drinks. And what they don't know is that it's actually very harmful for their body. According to WebMD, kids between the ages of 6 and 9 consume 22 milligrams of caffeine each day, which this may not sound like a lot, but to a small child it is a lot, because children are more sensitive to caffeine than adults are. So this can lead to kids getting more side effects, more jittery, and it can lead to them having a crash after the jitters wear off. Consuming these empty calories can lead to childhood obesity and other side effects like heart disease and ADHD and other things. So what people don't know about is that there are alternatives to this. People don't know that they don't have to have a coffee or they don't have to have a soda, but what they can do is just drink a glass of ice water. What the ice water does is it shocks your body's system into thinking it's awake and alert. Another thing people can do is take vitamin B12, which is a natural energizer, which is a healthy and safe way to energize your body. And the last thing you can do, which is pretty easy, is just some simple stretches which sends oxygen to your brain, and you will become more focused and alert. So the next time you reach for a can of soda or a cup of coffee, remember that there are some positives to caffeine, but there are also many negative aspects. It has become more apparent that the daily use of caffeine is a necessity for most people in this country, without regard to any of the side effects that come with it. With what we now know about the long-term health issues of daily caffeine, we should be seeking these alternatives to this product instead of drinking a soda in our everyday lives. Thank you.